Hello and welcome back to the crypto channel. If you own XRP, we thank you all. We hope this Thursday finds you well, no matter where you are in the world. We have some news to share with you, and you can see it for yourself. The official trade agreement between the US and China is now in place. Our deal with China is almost complete, as you can see from the tweet, but it needs to be approved by the president before it can be finalized. As a result, China will likely provide any rare earths that are needed right away. In the same way, we will do what we agreed to do, which includes letting Chinese students attend our schools. We are being taxed at a rate of 55%, which is something I have never had a problem with. Good friendship. China gets 10% of the total. I appreciate you taking the time to read this. On the other hand, tariffs are still in place, but the fact that there is some kind of agreement between the two countries shows that things are moving in the right direction, which is exactly what you want to happen. But you can see that the market had shrunk a bit since the previous evening. To be honest, there are a few coins that are pretty much split down the middle. Some are still going up while others are going down a little. Make sure you look at the weekly plan before you get too excited about what's coming up. The number of stocks have gone up by more than 10%, and the market as a whole is going up. This is something I don't want you to forget, because it's not easy to forget things. I'm reminding you because it's great to see that XRP is still trading at a price higher than $2.30 right now. Bitcoin's value has gone up by 1%, and it now has a market value of $135.00. Bill $420 million. Also, every 24 hours, there are deals worth an amazing $3 billion, 0 cents. But before we go any further, I want to say this. It's very important to note that nothing on this channel should be taken as financial advice. Before investing any money in cryptocurrency, you should always do your own study, just like you would with any other investment. There is a partnership between Power, a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ, and Flare to invest $100 million, 0 cents, in XRP with the goal of making an institutional return. If these big companies are investing and using this much XRP, why isn't the price going up? It's true that deals like these can be made over the counter, even though you won't believe it. Let's take a step back for a moment. I've seen a lot of XRP being moved from one wallet to another. Did you buy that item without a prescription? If so, I think the deals were over the counter, OTC, and it's possible that they have something to do with this. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this. As for the future, Bank of America's CEO has said that the company will build a reliable coin both on its own and with other corporate partners. And we're not sure who these business partners are, so do you think they will work with Ripple in the future? About this matter, keep in mind that there is a connection between RLLs and Bank of America, which I will show you later. But for now, all we can do is guess. President Trump recently asked Jerome Powell, who is currently chairman of the Federal Reserve, to lower the interest rate by 1 full point. This is yet another significant cut that has been delayed. Since the beginning of the year, interest rates have been lowered in several other countries, mainly in Europe and Canada. I believe there have been 5 of these cuts, and I believe there was one more in Europe last month, if I'm not mistaken. However, interest rates have not been lowered in the United States yet. People in the know that the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, will meet the following week if the rate cut happens. As of right now, Bitcoin prices are showing that they might go above their all-time high again. This is a very important time for the market because it will determine whether or not the rate is cut. Although it looks like we are losing control right now, I think that might not be the case. If you watched the news last night, you might have seen that dominance has dropped to 63.75%. This is exactly what we talked about when we talked about it last night. Looking at the bigger picture, we are still at about 64%, which is a big number. Let's pray that it keeps going down. Our goal is to get it down to 61.9%, which is where it was last month. If the market's interest rates were to go down, I think that would be a great time to invest. Sorry to say that the interest rates are going down. To put it another way, I think it would be a big step in the right direction for both the stock market and the cryptocurrency market. This is something I will keep a close eye on, and I'm sure everyone else will too. Mark those dates on your calendars. In just a few days, the Federal Open Market Committee will meet to discuss the future of the XRP ETF. On closer inspection, it is clear that the filing should be carried out right away. That event happened on June 25, 2020. On June 25, 2025, the registration for the XRP ETF will be changed, which is something you may look into if you want to know the limit. Would it be possible to get approval for an XRP spot ETF by the end of the month? You may have noticed that the price of XRP has been slowly rising even before Bitcoin